Hello viewers, this is Dow Too Fast here. In today's video I will show you this brand new dash cam from the company Alfawise. This one I have here is model LS02. Now this dash cam has two cameras on it. One is front facing and the second camera faces inside the vehicle. This is good if you do rideshare or a taxi driver, or if you do carpool with other people. Now this dash cam also has a built-in GPS antenna, so it's able to log your speed and also the location you're traveling in. So let's unbox this and we'll take a closer look at this dash cam. Here's the Alfawise LS02 dash cam. USB cable, power cable, user manual, double-sided tape, clear film for installing on the windshield. Here's a look at everything you get with this dash cam. Let's have a closer look at this dash cam. Right now you're looking at the front of the dash cam. This is a front-facing camera. Now both the front-facing camera and the inside-facing camera record in Full HD 1920 by 1080 at 30 frames per second and has a 150-degree wide-angle lens. This dash cam uses a SONY STARVIS sensor, which provides very good image quality. It also uses a supercapacitor instead of a rechargeable battery. The supercapacitor is more reliable and can handle higher temperature. At the top here is a GPS antenna module. You can remove it. Next to it is the windshield mount with the double-sided tape. So to install this, all you have to do is remove this backing and stick this onto the windshield. You can also install the clear film that came with the unit, put that onto the windshield, and then put this double-sided tape onto that clear film. That'll make removal much easier when it comes time to uninstalling it. Let's take a look at the top. There's a memory card slot. Now this dash cam accepts up to 128GB memory size. In the middle is a micro USB connector for powering up the dash cam. Over here is a reset switch. And on this side, there's a power switch. On the back is a large 3-inch OLED color display. It's also touchscreen, so you can navigate the menu directly on the screen. Looking at the bottom, there's the LED indicator. Next to it is a microphone. And over here is a speaker. Now both the front and rear facing camera, you can swivel and adjust the angle. Here I'll install the memory card. Now this dash cam does not come with a memory card, so you do have to provide your own. This power cable is 11 feet long, so it'll give you enough length to run it from the headliner down to your center console. To power the dash cam, connect the micro USB connector from the power cable to the top of the unit. Plug this in into your car's 12-volt accessory port. With the dash cam powered on, the first thing that stands out is the clarity of this OLED display. This has to be the best display I've seen on any dash cam. The number and the icons are very sharp. And remember, this is also a touchscreen, so if I want to mute the microphone, just tap this. Now the microphone is muted. Tap it again to unmute. Now once the unit is powered on, the recording will begin automatically. And right now on the screen, you're looking at the front-facing camera on this bigger screen. And this small display is the inside-facing camera. To get into the setup menu, you'll first need to stop the recording. Press the record button right here. Now this menu on the side will show up. Now if you want to change the view of the picture-in-picture, press this view mode. Now switches. The big picture is your inside-facing camera, and the smaller picture is your outside-facing camera. Press it again. Now we're looking at the front-facing camera only. Press it once again. Now we're only looking at the inside-facing camera. Once more. Now we're back to the first view. Next one down is mode. Now currently we're in the video record mode. If you press it once, now switch to the photo taking mode. To take a picture, press this button right here. Press it again. Now we're back to video record mode. If you want to play back the video, press the playback icon right here. Now you select the clip and play back. At the bottom is a setting icon. Here you can change the settings of the dash cam. First item is resolution. Now both cameras record in 1080p, so there are no changes you can make. Next one is a loop recording. Defaults 3 minutes. You can change it by tapping this button. 5 minutes. 1 minute. Back to 3 minutes. Now this dashcam will record both front and rear cameras simultaneously and continuously while the ignition is on. With the loop recording, it will record a series of 3-minute video clips until the memory card is full. Once it's full, it will start overwriting the oldest file. Next menu is mirror image. If you want to, you can flip the image. Over here is GPS information. This will show you the number of satellite that's locked. Beep sound, you can turn this on or off. Language, if you press this button, you can toggle to different languages. Next menu over, time setting. Here we can set the time on the dashcam. Next menu, GMT time. Motion detection, you can turn this on or off. G sensor, by default set to medium. If you tap this icon, you can set it for high, off, low, back to medium. With the G sensor, if you get into an accident, the dashcam will detect the impact and automatically lock that recorded video clip so it will not be overwritten. Next menu is time lapse, by default is off. Next one is wide dynamic range, by default is off. I'm going to enable this. The wide dynamic range will ensure the video has proper exposure in both bright and dark conditions. Next menu over, speed unit. By default is kilometers per hour. Tap the icon and you'll toggle over to miles per hour. Watermark, by default is on. This will record video with the GPS data showing. Screensaver, you can set this for 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or off. With the screensaver, while the dashcam is recording, the LCD display will turn off after a certain amount of time. If you set this to off, the display will remain on. Auto power off, by default is off. You can set this for 1 minute, 3 minutes, and 5 minutes. With the auto power off, if the dashcam is not recording, it will automatically power off after this time. License plate, here you can enter your own unique number, which helps identify which car this dashcam is installed in. Wi-Fi, you can turn this on or off. If you want, you can install an app on your phone and view the live video on your mobile device. Frequency, by default 60 Hz. SD memory card storage. This will show you the storage space. Format, to format the memory card. Default settings. This will revert all the settings back to factory default. Version, this will show you the software version of this dashcam. To start the recording, press the record button. Now while the dashcam is recording, if you see something happening on the road and you want to lock that video clip, you can press this lock icon. Now this 3-minute video clip is locked. Press it again to unlock it. Also, if you want to take a picture, you can press this camera icon right here. Now the dashcam will power off automatically once you turn off the ignition. So let's take this to the vehicle, get it installed, and we'll check out the daytime and nighttime video. To install the dashcam, remove the backing on the double-sided tape, and then stick this directly onto the windshield. Plug in a 12-volt power adapter. Turn on the ignition. The dashcam will turn on and begin recording. Remember to adjust the angle of both cameras. you can download the GPS player software on Gearbest.com's website. Here we're looking at the Alfawise LS02 dashcam. Scroll down, and right here you see a link to download the PC software. Scroll down and select this Alfawise LS02 Car DVR firmware pack. Install the downloaded file. Here I have the GPS player software open. Select the folder icon at the bottom left-hand corner. Go to the drive where you have the memory card plugged into your card reader. Locate the video file you want to play and double-click on it. Here you see the video playing. Also you hear the audio. At the bottom of the video you have the date, time, coordinates, and speed. On the right side there are two dials. One shows you the speed. The other one shows you the direction of travel. Now below the two dials, this displays the G-force measured. Now the top right hand corner, there should be a Google map displaying the map and direction of travel. But as you can see, the map data is not loading. And if you select the settings at the top right hand corner, the map is selected for Google Maps. But I still don't see the map data. There might be a new updated software that will come out later on, I'm not sure. But I just want to show you this GPS player software and how it works. As you can see from the daytime and nighttime recording, this Alfawise LS02 dashcam performed quite well. The daytime recording was very good. The image quality is excellent for both the front-facing camera and the inside-facing camera. With a front-facing camera, you can easily read license plates in front of you and also street signs around you. I found the exposure, contrast, and white balance of the recorded video for both cameras to be very good. Now as for the nighttime recording, I did find a video of the front-facing camera to be somewhat overexposed. This added more noise to the video than necessary. Another thing I want to mention is I did notice a faint buzzing noise coming from the dash cam while I was driving. I'm not sure if this is a one-off thing with the unit I got, but I just want to mention it to you guys. Now as I mentioned in the video, I really like the LCD display on this dash cam. The image is nice and clear, all the displayed icon and text is very easy to see, and you also have the added benefit of a touchscreen. So operating this unit is very easy. Now with the design of this dashcam, this is perfect for people who do rideshare, like taxi, Uber, or Lyft drivers, or perhaps you do carpool, and you want to have the added security of recording what's going on inside your vehicle. Now if you're interested in getting this dashcam, the Alfawise LS02 is only available on Gearbest.com. At the time of doing this review, you can get this dashcam for around $100, and I'll include the link in the description below. So if you want to learn more about it, check it out. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, remember to click on a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, please click on the subscribe button to support this channel. Also click on the notification bell so you'll get notified of my new videos. Thank you and have an awesome day.